EP from Unquiet Music Ltd. And this video is part of a series describing our new album called MEMEmusic and produced by Markus Reuter. It's a concept album with both experiments and regular pop songs. Well, it's divided in two parts. One part is more electronic and the other part is more acoustic. And it follows a story which is about a character, a lonely guy, discovering himself through unveiling all the possibilities that the language offers him, and through this being able to find the other and find the true love. And with the connection to his true love, being able to connect also to the rest of the species. I'm going to say a few words about the middle song, separating the two parts. It's called Commuting Communion, and it's quite a proggy number, I'd say. Well, it started, as often for me, with something coming from the back of my mind. A kind of a buzz of notes that I was hearing, and I tried to materialize that. Kind of very, very strange rhythm in 5/8, played quite fast. Hey, 5/8 is a strange rhythm, but joke apart, it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's hear it slower for the detail. That would be nothing else than a fast-running 5/8, obviously. There are quite a number of different variations on the song, and I was extremely lucky to have Markus again involving his efforts and energy. He made a few parts, but he also connected us with a lot of talented musicians that could contribute to this difficult number. Okay, so let's review a bit where these guys are brought forward within the piece. First of all, there is a lot of drum works. Kind of a powerful drumming for about 2 minutes at the beginning of the piece, interacting with weird electronics. While the drummer on this number and on the album is Master Troy Jones. Troy is a great drummer living in the US, and he has issued what I personally consider is a masterpiece of an album called New Peace, where you have also Markus Reuter at the production and co-composition, and several great musicians like Tony Levin and Markus, of course, Adrian Belew, Lee Fletcher, Alex Dowerk, and many other musicians from the Iapetus orbital positions. Okay, but that's actually a presentation of the MEMEmusic album, so let's hear 10 seconds of the piece first. Okay, after the drum comes the bass, and for the bass, it's Jon Poole who created the bass lines all over the album, apart from one piece where Tony Levin is playing. There's no need to introduce Jon. He's played with so many acts since the 80s. Random Jon Poole, as we say. He played with Cardiacs in the 90s, and more recently in a band of his called the Dowling Pool, and also with Lifesigns, which is a very nice prog act. So I don't know if that's the same with all the bands he plays with, but with Unquiet Ltd, it was a very natural fit. Jon just entered the room, started to play, and he felt at home. Destroy all genres, as is written on his bass. These are the rhythmic melodies that Jon puts on the song, quite unique. There is quite a long solo part in the middle of the song or instrumental part, made with 4 interwoven guitars, played in a kind of a Baroque style. The only difference is that they are each playing in a different tonality, and that renders a kind of a weird, classical, out there atmosphere. Quite a challenge, and for this challenge, who else than Frédéric L'Epée? Frédéric L'Epée is a master guitar player. He already contributed to the first Unquiet Music Ltd album. And this time around, he is providing all his skills and capabilities into this very complex matrix of guitars. Frédéric is well known for having participated in bands like Shylock in the 70s or Philharmonic in the 90s, and is currently the leader of the band Yang. But Frédéric is also playing classical pieces such as Johann Sebastian Bach, and you can check him on YouTube. Okay, so let's hear 10 more seconds of Commuting Communion with Fred's part. Finally, Markus himself brings some new weight all throughout the piece with some weaving of U8 with piano and some other parts where he plays a background solo to illustrate the story of the piece, and that brings kind of a new and different atmosphere to the whole song. You will have to discover that while listening to the complete song. Oh, and I forgot to mention Samira Brahmia on the vocals. But I will talk about her a little bit more in a later video. Oh, and I forgot to mention that instead of using the buzzing synth that initially was the idea of the song, I replaced that by an extract from the piece Flinch by Tuner. Tuner is the band of Markus Reuter and Pat Mastelotto, and of course, all the ones who are specialists of this music will recognize it. Although I tweaked it a little bit to fit with the particular 5/8 groove that I'm using. So in spite of all these complexities, this is just a song. It's a verse, chorus, very simple chords. And the words, I'm not very sure about what the words mean, but it's a quite surrealistic collage. It's about trying to find a link, kind of a surrealistic link between people. So that's what I can say about the song. And if I would like to make it very formal, I would say, suffice to say that it's actually the link between the artificial and the real, and that our hero begins to feel that there is something else than just trading memes, and starts to understand something about the otherness. Finally, another few seconds of the song then. The spell is cast among the stars. We're gonna love human we are. Beat the gong. Here we belong. We're loved. Shake it down and hate. Well, I hope you were not too exhausted by this exercise and by all these places where we went. And I hope that was still of interest. And I tell you, till next time.